Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Lisi with From the Gate Podcast.
Yes.
And we're over here with Watts.
What's Gucci?
The major
Brother
kilowatt guy. We're talking about the brotherhood.
Oh,
Family over everything, y'all. You know what it is.
FOE.
Yes.
Sir,
Capital letters.
let's get it going. Let's get it started with family over everything. That's like a phrase that's used everywhere. You know what I mean? Like everyone always says FOE, family over everything. But what actually is family over everything? If you were to put it in your own words, how would you define family over everything?
Family over everything, just how the word sounds. It means no matter what, family's always first. Mm-hmm. It's basically what it is. Family is first.
Yeah.
Before anything. With that, there's some guidelines, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it just all depends on the person.
Yep.
It all depends on the person. For me, it's family's first.
What do you think, Watts?
Brother?
Nah, he said it best, man. You know what I mean? Like, when you hear family or everything, I think, like, it's there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't got to say it more than once or more than twice. You know what I mean? Family or everything, that's what it says. You know what I mean? And
the first time you say FOE, I said, huh?
I mean,
basically what it is. Because
it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
When Moses parted the sea.
Wow, I'm going all the way back to Moses? Are we going back to biblical times now?
I'm just kidding. The oldest, is pretty much in our culture, in a sense. So the oldest says something that everybody gotta
attend hut.
Yeah, pretty much. And whatever the oldest says they gotta do, you gotta do.
Yeah.
So they say it's family meeting, it's family meeting. It's whether do some chores, do some chores. Running up the street to grab me this, or running to do that, or, that's just what we do, because that's how we're raised.
Yeah.
What about you, Bruce?
Family over everything. With my Nana and Papa, they always emphasize with me, my brothers, my first cousins, that we always had to look out for each other. We always had to have each other's backs no matter what. It doesn't matter if it's your best friend that's coming up against your cousin, or if it's your best friend coming up against your brother or your sister or whatever. You always have to have your family's back no matter what. And that's what family over everything means to me, is because it just takes me back to childhood when my grandma would always be like, va ai falelo lo uso va huelo va ai falelo lo kongange va ai falelo to finge. It just takes me back to that, where it's, you gotta look out for your family regardless of how you're feeling, regardless of what happens.
So is family over everything? Does it mean, like, is it blood? Do you have to be blood related?
You know what? In a sense, but you can also have a chosen family, because my best friend, yeah, we are not blood related, but I consider her my sister, and I would pick her over everything because she's had my back since the first time that we became friends. Exactly. She's my chosen family. She's the person I've chosen to be in my life, to have a significant part of my life. Because if you think about it, family is not always going to be your siblings. You know what I mean? We end up, or blood related, because you end up creating a family when you meet your significant other and you guys start to create your own family. You know what I mean? And so when it comes to family over everything, it's not always the typical brother, sister, cousin. No, it could even be your chosen family, the family that you choose to be with. A friend you grew up with, a partner. Yeah, exactly.
What you think, what?
Well, theoretically speaking, like Bob Marley said, your worst enemy can be your best friend. Your best friend, your worst enemy. That part.
There we go.
Hey, I'm just talking facts. You know what I mean? Bob Marley said it. The greatest reggae, one and only. But honestly is this. You know what I mean? Family over everything is the way you want it to be. You know what I mean? Because we always want it to be the way we want it to be, right?
Yeah.
But it will never be that way.
No.
You know what I'm saying? But in our minds, I want it that way, right? So that's why we label it as family over everything. But honestly, it's this. You know what I mean? We come from a big family. You know what I'm saying? My Finau. You know what I mean? We got a big family, man. We got tons of family. And to me, it's like this. Whoever shows up, shows up. Feel me? That's family over everything to me. Whoever doesn't, it's okay. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to feel any type of way about that. You know why? Because it is what it is. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, if I see that certain person that hasn't been there, I'll be like, man, what's up, brother? Or, what's up, sis? You know what I mean? I gotta put it that way. You know what I mean? And you have to.
And watch, you're a big firm believer. If I don't see you, we gonna have some furniture. we gonna have some furniture.
Oh yeah, for sure. You know what I mean? Me and my brody though, man. It's my nigga right here, though, nigga 100. You know what I mean? Grew up Inglewood, California. You know what I mean? We had the 801, you know, we had the 310. 310 area code. Feel me? That's how you know you're original.
We back in the biddy. We back in the biddy.
You know, me and my brody, man, back to back, real shit. I'll keep it 100. You know me, I'm a top gangster. Feel me? OG, S-Bomb, nigga. But the motherfucking city, nigga. Hey, nigga, West Side, nigga, you was town crib. You know what I mean? I tell how it is, you feel me? But it's all good. Like, my niggas representable, you know what I mean? On my side, didn't choose that gangster. But that's another topic, you know what I mean? FOE right here, right now. Podcast, you feel me? Run it. Nigga out the gates.
Let me ask you this though. As brothers, what makes your sibling bond so strong?
Unconditional love. Like, I got unconditional love for my brother, my sister, you know what I mean? My other brother. You know, because without the unconditional love, how would you know? You know what I mean? Like, how would you know and feel? Feel me? Like,
how would you know to dig deeper?
But,
you know,
that's why you gotta feel like unconditional. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta be unconditional with all your siblings. Feel me? Like, there's no cupcaking, no siding. Man, I tell all my siblings, man, I love you. You know, I say, I love you, bro. I love you, sis. You know what I mean? You gotta be direct. If you be direct, they will know and they will feel it. They will know and they will feel it. Because you've been direct to them. You know what I mean? You don't say, I love you, right? Because, you know, when you say I love you, it can be to everything. But when you say I love you, brother, it's like, oh, shit. It's personal. You know what I mean?
You're
I love you,
speaking directly.
You speak directly to this person. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't no names, but that's the way I
think
feel.
what made us as a type bond growing up, and not to say that no one else didn't have it, but I think us specifically, I think that we didn't grow up in a big house, so I think that was one of the main factors. We all had to like sleep in one room, mom, dad, everybody. Even though, I mean, I had to sleep at half of the kitchen side, you know what I mean? But it was like that sometimes, you know, and I would never trade it for anything. Yeah. So I think that's what, and still to this day now that we're all adults and parents, and I think that's what had a lot to do with is that we grew up together like because we didn't grow up in a big house. We had everything outside, but we didn't grow up in a big house. So I think that's what it meant. You know, my mother and my father didn't have to yell, even though they did. But you know what I'm saying? Like, you could hear them.
Yep.
You hear that name coming, you be like, yeah, mother.
When it's the full name, huh?
No, you know, he talking facts, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, real shit. Nigga, we were fucking poor as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Give 100. We were fucking poor as fuck. And when I tell you poor as fuck, it's like this. You know what I mean? When he had tapioca, the tapata juice, that motherfucking juice. Shit, y'all niggas don't know about this juice, nigga. When you had that juice, nigga, you poor as fuck.
You have it with every meal, huh?
Nigga, that's what I'm saying. Nigga, Simini, this fucking juice. That's how you know a nigga was poor. But you know, me and my brothers, like, you know, we looked at each other, but we was hustlers. You know what I'm saying? We was straight hustlers. Nigga, off the top, had all the J's, had all the jewelry, had all the gear. You can ask anybody. The fucking city
cars.
of LA. Ask anybody in the city of LA. You feel me? West Coast and the motherfucking most. Inglewood, nigga. Me and Sess were the best. You know the Brodies, nigga. Shit, we top everybody. Hey, I'm telling you, nigga. Real
That
shit.
part.
We had everything. Had the money, jewelry, had the fucking gear, had girls, bitches. Excuse my language.
Wow.
Excuse my language, but I'm gonna
it's
run it
not
that
a
way.
defense. It's not a defense against women, but
What I'm trying to say is this. You know what I'm saying? Keep
just
100. I'm
terminology.
gonna bring it. I'm bringing all real shit. You know what I mean? Y'all niggas tap in and remember me, nigga. Say Watts. Sess to the best, nigga. The fucking two brothers forever, nigga, from the West Coast, nigga, Inglewood. All day, every day, nigga. I don't give a fuck. I'm running this shit right now. My bad.
What do you think that keeps your family unit so strong that was given to you guys by your parents?
Oh, just being gangsters. You know what I'm saying? My brother was a gangster. You feel me? My brother was a gangster. He's an OG. Tone Crip. You feel me? S-Bone. You know, but this is the twist. You know what I mean? He never put me to the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, he told me, don't be a gangster. And I listened to him. I always wanted to follow him. I was like, man, what you doing? What's going on? You know what I mean? Like, I always see you, man. Like, you know what I mean? He always doing some. But he said, stop. You know what I mean? But it taught me a lesson in life. Feel me? Like, nigga didn't want to see me. You know what I mean? My brother, man, like, nigga did everything. Everything. In the motherfucking
Showed
world.
everybody the swag, the
Nigga,
drip, the wave, or
this
however
nigga
y'all
was
call
the
it.
motherfucking
We
swagger
showed
for
y'all how to
everything, nigga.
get in all the Hollywood clubs.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas don't really brag about it. Nigga, we can be
Show
about it.
y'all how we used to get the cars.
Hey, all day, every day. That's spawn, nigga.
You know, my dad was a cold hustler. My mother worked a 9 to 5 and still took care of 4 kids on top of that. So really, there was really no excuse to have any room for make any room for excuses. So for that, I think that's what tied us up very hard. Maybe not hard, but just tied us up very well. You know, in that sense of collectively. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So I think that's what had a lot to do with it. Mom and dad was there.
Yeah, you're right. Mom and dad was there. You know what I mean? Like, my parents. Hey,
You okay?
damn, boy. Oh, you okay?
You got the boys.
Damn. No, but my parents were definitely there for us. My mom working hard, graveyard. You know what I mean? Like, she working like 15 hours straight. You know what I'm saying? Bless her. Bless my dad. You know,
He ain't here with us right now, but he here.
rest in peace. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I mean? My dad was, you know what I mean? My daddy, he did everything. You know what I mean? He was a grinder. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we got off. You know what I mean? We feed off that. My mom was a grinder. Like, she would never tell nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like, her weakness. You know what I mean? Like, I can never see her mad. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
if she's mad, I can never see that.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, damn. Is this true? You know what I'm saying? Is it true? Like,
Yeah.
but she always want to make sure everybody was good. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
that's, you know what I mean? Like,
Everybody Gucci.
everybody Gucci. And then she'd be like, we Gucci. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, even coming off like, seriously, man, it's crazy. But I love life. Like, I love, you know, us. You know, my brother though, real shit. That nigga the one. Off the top, my nigga, you know me, out the gate.
What is, if you could leave
Introduce the
anything,
nephews in it.
That's not it.
Oh, my bad, go ahead.
Come Lalo, sir.
It's not your
If you could give any kind of advice that your parents gave you to your kids, what would it be?
If you could take
Don't
a
be
picture,
no cusser.
if you could take a picture, if you could take a picture of my boy. But yeah, you know, my son.
King.
Well, let's share with everybody else. What's something that you
Austin.
learned from your parents that you want to pass down to your kids? And you want your kids to, you want to make sure that your kids carry this with them for the rest of their lives.
Stay devoted. Stay devoted.
You know, honestly,
Stay devoted.
Stay devoted.
Stay devoted.
You know, my kids and my nephew, like they seen the vibes. You feel me? Mm-hmm. And automatic, they took that and they went with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the difference. You feel me? Like I didn't even gotta tell these dudes. You feel
These
me?
guys. No way.
They just seen it and they said, "Damn, my dad is a hustler." You know what I'm saying? They can see everything. What I do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and they took upon themselves. And I like that. You feel me? Like, I ain't gotta tell these dudes. Them niggas already grinding, working, everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and that's what I love about that next generation under me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Especially my son and my nephew. Like, these niggas know.
Got a son in college.
You know, they thirsty. You know, they thirsty right now. They want
Yeah,
some girls
gotta
too.
be thirsty,
they
man.
thirsty.
There's
Feel me?
no
Gotta be thirsty.
But they
King's
want
like, I know.
well, King at them is, it's another different story. But anyways, they just see the the vibes and they adapted to it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Dad.
So to me,
Dad.
it wasn't hard. Honestly, it wasn't hard. Like they see me. You know what I mean? They see how I move, how I go,
Yep.
and they took that and they said, "Damn, I love it." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I love it, and I love it. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Love it. I love it.
Feel me?
Do it, Austin.
Honestly, it's like I didn't have to really say anything. Just to be honest.
Yeah.
They took what I had and
Yeah,
they
man.
doubled it. To be honest, they doubled it. But
Austin, what's something you learned from your dad?
make money, cuz.
Make
Yeah,
money.
He said,
make money. Give me my money.
Yourself.
Say, give me my money.
Say live
Life
and direct
and love.
and direct.
Events.
Out the gates podcast.
I get thanks, bro.
Yeah, they can say.
Say from the gate
For the gate.
Off out.
podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Self out.
Good job, Austin.
You know?
And you know.
Yeah.
Hey.
Interview King and tell us.
All right. Sit up, baby. You ready?
3.
Okay. All right, this was the brothers episode with From the Gate podcast. We're gonna switch it over to the nephews real quick. The sons of the Finaus. All right, we're over here with From the Gate podcast. I'm Lisi, and then I got my co-hostess over there, and Braddah Uate, and then we got the sons of the Finau brothers and sisters over here with us, and we're talking about family over everything. And we heard from Sess and Watts what it means to have family over everything, but we want to know what you guys' perspective of family over everything is.
I just
We'll
Go
go
ahead,
first with the
introduce
oldest.
yourself.
The oldest to the youngest.
said Finau.
Hey.
I didn't know because my mom just taking
Okay. Keep going.
me mad and my mom is not playing
Okay.
Nice.
Okay, thank you, cuz.
Good job, Austin. King,
Let's go,
what's your
man.
definition of family over everything?
Putting your family before, you know what I mean? Everyone else outside the circle.
Yeah.
There you go.
Pretty much.
What do you mean by the circle?
Elaborate.
I would say everyone you would call friends, associates, you know what I mean? Put them before that.
Yeah.
I think that's your family. I mean, anything in life, put your family before.
Yep.
That's what it means.
Okay.
All right.
You're trying
What
now.
you think,
Tell
Tell?
him. Big T. Introduce yourself, my nigga.
My name is Martella Finau.
Family over everything to me is self-explanatory. Just family over everything. That's about it. Okay. Thank you, sir.
You gotta be too serious. All right.
All right.
My name is Malachi Finau. I'm the oldest boy. Family over everything to me. This has to do with a lot, just loyalty, respect, and love. But family is always important, and I guess just put your family first above everything else, except God.
That's true. That's facts right there. If there's one thing that you learned from your parents or your grandparents, what's something that you would carry with you no matter where you go in life?
Consistency and hard work.
Yeah?
Sure.
Yeah, I'll try.
It's all good. Go ahead, King.
I would say everything.
What?
Yeah.
Everything that we do, like every little thing we do, I think we kind of picked it up from our our older ancestors. Things that we were taught. We just didn't learn it from yesterday. It was something we took from someone that we learned it from. I think.
Yeah.
Every little thing we do.
Yeah.
Is based off how we was raised. Yeah. What you think, Todd?
Nah. Yeah.
Can't really trust the guy with the gold chain on, man.
Hey!
Austin, what's one thing you learned from your dad?
My dad is more spicy. That's more hot to. No, so
don't get fun.
how do you want it? So my mom is Wahoo, and I said, he said, "Hey, what are you doing?" So everybody until it saws me to you
Keep going.
because he says so. King, Melly, and we went to school. Time at Lila, he said, "Go back."
What'd you say?
What you say?
He said, "Go back." I said, "Finau."
How's the Finau?
The Finau,
After he said, he said, "Go back," and he listened to me because after like too long,
Yeah.
and I'm so tired, and I'm asleep. And I went to Utah and I'm playing GTA Fortnite.
Keep going.
Okay.
Alright, what else? Help us.
I just joined the Corps because we joined King, Corps, Laka, Sam, my friends.
Those are your friends?
This was my road.
Oh!
Naville, Kaivala, and we went and swim, and Tella, Mally, and me, and went in a picture. And
You love your family?
yeah,
You love
so did you like Kaibala, his girlfriend?
Oh, yeah, that's your girlfriend? That's your girlfriend?
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you love about family?
It is Kaibala is my cousin.
No, not your cousin.
No, my cousin, Daddy. So maybe sure.
Okay. Alright, next question.
I love it, guys.
All right, guys. So, what is something that keeps you guys so close as brothers, first cousins? I'm sure that your parents raised you guys to treat each other like siblings, even though you guys are like first cousins. So, what is it that keeps you guys so close to each other?
I think it's the way we bond. Cause we bond like we siblings. We fight, we laugh together and stuff. We protect each other. So I think that's what keeps us close.
All right, if you guys were to leave, hold on, Austin. If you guys were to leave any kind of advice that you guys picked up from either your grandparents, your dad, mom, whatever, what would you guys leave with everybody that's listening to this episode?
Be a hustler. Be a hustler.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Man.
Hustler. And fight for what you love, and don't take nobody's disrespect.
There we go. You heard it from the Finau Grands, the Grand Finaus. This is from the Gate Podcast.
Yeah.
Deuces.
Yeah.
Yo,